Welcome to Progracon. My name is MitulMandanka, and in this session we will discuss about Swift operators. Swift provides a different kind of operators for performing one specific task like addition, subtraction, arithmetic operations, logicals, and boolean variables. In previous session we had discussed about some of the most important data types and commenting session where we can check a different kind of commenting like a single comment and multi comment, and we also check different kind of data types. So if you want to get a knowledge about the data types and comments, then you can check our previous videos. Let's discuss about Swift operators. In Swift 5, an operator is a special symbols or phrase which is used to check, change or combine the values. It tells the compiler to perform a specific mathematical and logical manipulations. For example, the addition operators. The addition operators is used to add two or more than two numbers. The logical operators and combines the boolean value, etc. Swift 5 supports the most of the standard C language operators. It enhances the some capabilities to remove some common coding errors. Classifications of operators on terminology. There are basically three types of operator: unary, binary, and ternary. Let's discuss about the unary operators. Unary operators are used to single a target like minus a, minus b, or minus phi, that kind of operations. Unary prefix operators appear immediately before his target, such as not equal to b, minus a, minus b. Unary postfix operator appears immediately after the target, like a c, exclamation mark, c plus plus. That's why that's like binary operator. Binary operator are used when we have a we have to operate more than two targets, like a 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 plus 3, 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. So that kind of operations we can perform. And infix because they appears in a between that two targets. So there will be a more than two operands, and for assuming the between the two operands we can assign one operator. Third and most important is a ternary operator. Ternary operator operates on the three targets. Like a C language, Swift also have a ternary operator called the ternary conditional operator. We can assume that the you have a knowledge about a C and C++ language because it's our prerequisites. Let's discuss about each in brief. First, our first operator is the assignment operator. So assignment operator is used to initialize or update the value of the both its operand. For example, here a is equal to b. The assignment operators is equal to initialize or update the value of a with the value of b. So here let's take in one example. Let b is equal to 20, where is a is equal to 10. In our previous session we had discussed about the we can't change the value of constants. So here we declare one constants with let b is equal to 20 and declare one variable where a is equal to 10. So we can change the value of our variable. That's why I do like a is equal to b. Now a is after the processing of these codes and statements and pseudocode, the output will be a is equal to 20. If the right side operands contain the main multiple values, its elements can be decomposed into the multiple constants or a variable at once. Swift 5 assign operators that does not itself return a value like a C or objective C assignment operators to do for the same. So the following statement is also invalidated in this phi. If x is equal to y, then in the initial block this is not valid because x can't do like is equal to operations. So if you assign the if x is equal to y or a is equal to b, this is not valid, because for that you have to write a double equal to for conditional checking operators. So let me take one another arithmetic operators. So that's all about assignment operator. Let's discuss about the arithmetic operator. Swift 5 support four standard arithmetic operators for the all numbers type: additional, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Are those are the standards arithmetic operators of the numbers type. Here we take one example like a 10 plus 20. After the compiling of the code, this is the value of that particular pseudo line is a 30. Then our second, I write it down all the operators, standard arithmetic operators for a reference. 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. 50 minus 30 is equal to 20. 20 into 3 is equal to 60. And you can also perform these operations on the double or float data type. So you can also point it down the decimal values into in your instruction. Here in the last line I write it down 10.0 slash 2.5 is equal to 4.0. Here in the Swift 4 arithmetic operation can't allow values to overfly by default like arithmetic operator in the C and C++ Objective-C languages to do. In Swift 4 we can operate in the do overflow behavior by using a Swift overflow operators. We can also use the addition operator for a string concatenation. For example, here I take one small string, two string, which is a first one is a hello and second one is a world. So for a concatenation of two different things or two or more different strings, you can use addition arithmetic operator. So the after the running this code, the value of this particular statements or a particular variable pseudocode has been concatenated strings. Let's take one example. Here I write it down one string str first name is equal to Mitul and second name last name str last name is equal to my surname. And if I want to concatenation to those different kind of strings, I have to use the arithmetic operators like strfname plus strlname. This will allow me to concatenate two different strings into the one string. Okay, here you can check that the two different kind of strings are concatenated. So let's discuss some another operators. So our next operator is a unary plus and minus operators. The unary minus operators is a prefixed, as we discussed earlier, have a single operators or single operands. So prefix minus sign attached with the value. Here I take one example. Let 3 is equal to 3. Let minus 3 is equal to minus 3. 3 is our previous constants, and I take one another constants. Let plus 3 is equal to minus 3. So on the second line, when the pseudocode is compiled and the instruction given by the compiler into the debugging area, you will check that the minus 3 value, this minus 3 value is equal to minus 3 the final value. And when the pseudocode is generated and the instruction will be printed on the debugging area, you can check that the plus 3 contain the positive 3 number and the minus 3 contain a minus 3 number. Okay, let's discuss on comparison operators. I hope you already learned these things on your C and C++ languages and many more other languages. But as per our session discussion, I will brief you on the some basic topics, so you will not distract from the courses, and you will get a better knowledge for this session. It should support all comparison operators for the C languages, like equal to. For example, I take one example, like 1 is equal to 1, so it will return a true because the value of a is equal to 1 and the value of b is equal to also 1. So this condition will will check that the value of a and value of b are the same or not. So here I take one example, 1 is equal to 1, so it will return me the true. After the pseudocode and instruction will be compiled on the debugging area, you will find that there, there is a conditions. If if we return some values from this pseudocode, then it will return a true value to our console area. Then after, not equal to. So not equal to, same the way to equal to, we can assign the exclamation mark on the left hand side, and you can check that the if 2 not equal to 1, then it will return a true because 2 is not equal to 1. So here are some another condition operators, comparison operators, greater than, like value of a greater than value of b. So here, if a value of a is equal to 2 and value of b is equal to 1, then the true, then the result will be displayed as a true because 2 is greater than 1. In the fourth comparison operator, we check, like we have one another less than comparison operator where a less than b, where you can if our value a is a 1 and value of b is a 2, then this statement will return a true variable because a is a less than 2. The value of a variable is less than the value of b variable, so this condition will return a true. In the fifth statement, the greater than or equal to syntax will be there. It's an advanced version of the greater than. It condition tells the compiler that if the value of a greater than or equal to value of b, then it will return to the a. So if here I put a value a is equal to 1 and greater than or is equal to 1, then it will return a true value to me. If I write it down like a is equal to 1, greater than or equal to b, the value of b variable is 2, then it also become a true. Same way, the less than or equal to is the advanced version of a point number 4, where you can less than code a less than b. So it also the advanced version of the less than. So value of a less than or equal to value of b, then this condition will give me some true or false basis outputs. Like in the last line, we can check that the value of a is equal to 2 less than or equal to 1. So this condition is a false because the value of a is not less than or equal to value of b. So if I write it down here a 3, then this will be work perfectly. So that's all about today's session, and next session we will discuss about control statements like a switch case, if else ladder, nested if else, and some others annotation points. So that's all about today's discussion. Thank you for watching me. Thank you very much.